How are you, students? I hope you will be fine at your home. Today we are going to try to solve some numericals related to electrochemistry. So students, in my previous lectures I have told you about the different terms and the definitions and their applications like Nernst equation, Kohlraasch law, conductivity and so many things. So in today's lecture we will try to solve some numericals given in our textbook. These questions are given in the form of examples. So in this video we will solve example questions. In next video we will try to solve the in-text questions. So let's start. This is the example 3.1. Here the question is, represent the cell in which the following reaction takes place. And the cell reaction is Mg plus 2Ag plus, it forms Mg2 plus 2Ag. So in this reaction we have to, first for this reaction we have to represent the cell, and then second task is calculate E cell if E naught cell is equal to 3.17 volt. So students, here first thing is to find out the values which are given and to find out the values which are to be calculated. So in question you can see very clearly that the E naught cell for the reaction is given. Okay, so first task is to represent the cell. So let's start. How will we solve it? The representation of cell. So in my previous video I have told you that how can we represent a cell. A simple task is to represent a cell. First we write here anode, then two vertical lines, then cathode. Anode and cathode means at anode I told you that at anode always oxidation reaction will take place, and at cathode the reduction reaction will take place. So first task is to find out the species which are undergoing oxidation and the species which are undergoing reduction. So in equation you can see very clearly that this magnesium, it is undergoing oxidation and the Ag, it is undergoing reduction. So it is clear that magnesium, it is anode and silver is cathode. Now see, at anode which type of reaction is taking place? At anode magnesium, it is converting into Mg2 plus. Okay, then vertical lines, then cathode. So in cathode Ag plus, it is converting into Ag. So the representation of cell, it will be like this. Okay, so see how. In representation of cell, magnesium converts into Mg2 plus, and also we have to mention the physical state. So since magnesium is a metal and metal is solid, so we will write magnesium solid, and Mg2 plus, it is present in solution, so we'll write here the concentration of the solution. It is given in question like that. Ag plus, its concentration will be written, and after that Ag, the physical state of silver is solid. So this is the cell representation. Now we have to calculate the E cell. So according to Nernst equation, E cell, it is equal to E naught cell minus 0.059 divided by N into log anode concentration divided by cathode concentration. So see my dear students, in question E naught cell, it is given, that is 3.17 minus 0.059, it's a fixed value, divided by N. N is the number of electrons. So how many electrons are involved in this reaction? So see, Mg, it is converting into Mg2 plus. Okay, it means this magnesium is ejecting 2 electrons. So the number of electrons are 2. So the value of this N, this value is 2. Okay, so see, value of N is 2 log. Now the concentration of magnesium, so the concentration of magnesium is given here. This is the concentration of magnesium and this is the concentration of silver. So see here, now we will write the concentration of magnesium and silver. Now the power, that power is equal to stoichiometric coefficient of ions. So in this equation you can see the magnesium ion, its number is 1, so power is 1, and the silver ion, they have number of silver ions are 2, so we will write here concentration raised to the power 2. Okay, so see, magnesium concentration is 0.130 divided by The concentration of silver is 0.002 and square. So then when we solve it, we will find 3.17 minus, if you solve all these, if you solve this one, then you will find the value that is equal to 0.21, and next when you solve it, you will find the final answer, that is 2.96 volt. So the E cell, it is 2.96. okay. Now see, our next task is, this is the example 3.1. now see, next is, this one is example 3.2. in this example, calculate the equilibrium constant of the reaction, and the reaction is given Cu plus Ag, they form Cu2 plus and Ag. So for this reaction, E naught cell, it is given 0.46. So first see the equilibrium constant, the formula for equilibrium constant. So according to Nernst second application, we can calculate the equilibrium constant by using the formula, that is E naught cell, it is equal to 0.059 divided by n log Kc. Now here the value of n, so this value of n, again this is what, this is equal to n. So here see, copper, it is converting into Cu2 plus, so again 2 electrons are involved. If you talk about 2 Ag plus, this is the equation. So here see, 1 Ag plus, it gains 1 electron, so 2 Ag plus will gain 2 electrons, so the number of electrons are 2. So that's why I put here the value, that is 2. Next, the value of log Kc we have to calculate. So here value of E naught cell, it is given in question, 0.46 is equal to 0.059 divided by value of n is 2 log Kc. Log Kc we have to find, that log Kc is equilibrium constant. So here log Kc, it will be equal to 0.46 into 2 divided by 0.059. It is a simple maths. Now next task is log Kc. If you solve this, you will find the value that is equal to 15.6. So the value of log Kc, it is 15.6. So we have to find here the value of Kc, the value of Kc. So this value of Kc, it is equal to antilog of 15.6. So here we have to write the find the value of antilog 15.6. So by you can go to my previous video in which I told you about the logarithm and how can we use the log table. Okay, so there you can see that. So when you solve it, you will find the value for Kc, that is equal to 3.92 into 10 to power 15. So this is the final answer. So here calculate equilibrium constant, this is the value of equilibrium constant. Now see next example, this is example 3.10, and the rest of the examples we have solved in my previous lectures. During the lecture where I was explaining the Kohlraasch law, the different laws, so there I explained you the numericals. Example 3.10, a solution of copper sulfate is electrolyzed for 10 minutes with a current of 1.5 ampere. What is the mass of copper deposited at cathode? So dear students, see here the values which are given are, first time is given, that is 10 minutes, and second is current, it is given 1.5 ampere. Current means I. So the value of time and the value of current, these are given, and we have to calculate the mass of copper deposited. So first see in which topic this one is related. So electrolyze means this topic is related to electrolysis. In electrolysis we will follow the Faraday's law. So here first time is given, that is 10 minutes. So convert first 10 minutes into seconds. So 10 into 60, that is equal to 600 seconds. Second thing is charge. So Q, it is equal to I into T. Okay, charge is equal to current into time, because we know the formula of that current I, it is equal to Q by T. So from this formula you can see very clearly that Q, it will be equal to I into T. Okay, so see, after Q is equal to I into T, the value of I, it is given 1.5 ampere, and the value of time, it is given 600 second. So the answer will be 900 coulombs. This is the value of charge. So now see, according to the reaction, and which reaction? The copper sulfate is electrolyzed. Okay, so electrolyzed means this copper sulfate. So in copper sulfate, since copper is deposited, so we will see the relation between copper and copper sulfate. So what is the relation actually? The relation is CuSO4, when it is electrolyzed, it forms Cu. So in CuSO4, definitely the copper, it is converting into Cu. So what will be the relation between this copper and this copper? So in this copper sulfate, copper is present in the form of Cu2 plus, and this Cu2 plus is converting into Cu. So here the number of electrons, the number of requirement of electrons is 2. So that's why I write here Cu2 plus, this Cu2 plus 2 electrons. Okay, so this Cu2 plus 2 electrons, they convert into, so this according to this reaction, Cu2 plus, it is converting into Cu. This copper is deposited at cathode. So from this equation, you can see very clearly that the number of Faradays that are required, these are 2, because when I was explaining the Faraday's law, I told you there, the total number of requirement of Faraday, it is equal to total number of electrons. So if 1 electron is used, 1 Faraday is required. 2 electrons are used, 2 Faradays are required. 3 electrons are used, 3 Faradays are required, and so on. So here in this equation, you can see the 2 electrons are required. So 2 Faradays are required, and the value of 2 Faradays, so 1 Faraday, it is equal to 96487 Coulomb. So 2 Faraday means double of this value. So this will be the like this. Okay, 1,92,974 Coulomb. This is the charge. So now see, from this calculation, it is clear that the total amount of charge is 1,92,974. So this amount of charge deposits 1 mole of copper, because here you can see the 2 moles of electrons, they are giving 1 mole of copper, or 1 mole of Cu2 plus, it is giving 1 mole of copper. So 1 mole of copper, it has value 63 gram. 1 mole of copper, it is equal to 63 grams. So here 1,92,974 Coulomb, it deposits 63 gram of copper, because the mass of 1 mole of copper is 63 gram. So this amount of charge deposits 63 gram. Then how much charge we are supplying? We are supplying 900. We are supplying here 900 Coulomb. So see, if such amount of charge deposits 63 gram, then how much amount will be deposited by 900 Coulomb? So definitely it will be 900 into 63 divided by 192,974. This amount will be deposited. So here see, now since this the amount of charge deposits 63 gram of copper, so 900 Coulomb will deposit 900 into 63 divided by the amount of charge. So the answer will be, this will be the answer, 0.2938 gram. So this is the mass of copper which will be deposited at cathode. So now in such type of numericals, what is the requirement? The requirement is simple. First we have to calculate the amount of charge which is supplying in the solution. Means we have to first calculate the value of Q, charge. Then we will see from the equation the relation between charge and mass, means the number of electrons and number of mass. If 1 electron is required, so how much mole it is producing? 2 moles of electrons are required, then how much amount of electrolyte or the mass it is deposited at any cathode or anode. So in this way we will try to solve the numerical. Okay, so that's all for today's lecture.